Okay, so today is our next video, and I'm going to introduce myself first. My name is Shao Zong Qi, and my metric number is 191516. Next.
Hello everyone, my name is Nadiah Hanna Binti Rashdan and my matrix number is 197811.
Hello everyone, my name is Nurhaziqah Syuhadah Binti Hamal and my metric number is 203207.
Hello everyone, my name is Rafiq bin Abdul Razak and my metric number is 204431.
Hello everyone, my name is Zhi Mingxue. My magic number is 201572.
Hello everyone, my name is Chen Yiheng and my metric number is 194969.
Hello everyone, my name is Yichen and magic number is 20093.
Hello everyone, my name is Tong and my magical number is 201421.
My name is Zhi Mingxue. My magic number is 200100.
Aliff want to join now, so I allowed him to join.
Hey, sorry, I was late.
Hey, Aliff, introduce yourself.
Yep. Hi, my name is Aliff Haiqal bin Zabani. My matrix number is 200658.
Okay, so I already start record right now, so let's start, okay?
Right.
Okay, so I will share my screen first. So today our topic is talking about the most unknown story. And first, I'm going to talk about the BMW. Became a car manufacturer because Germany lost World War I. So basically, a lot of people don't know about BMW history. So let's start. Firstly, BMW originally started off as an aircraft manufacturing company after Germany's defeat in World War I. All airplane manufacturing companies had to stop production. One of the many terms of the Versailles Armistice Treaty is a treaty they signed after they lost the war. With the company facing bankruptcy, BMW shifted to motorcycle production, soon followed by the manufacture of cars in 1928. Their current logo is a tribute to their aviation heritage. So actually, they keep their logo now because they want to memorize their history. So the official founding date of the German motor vehicle manufacturer BMW is 7 March 1916, when an aircraft engine manufacturer called Bayerisch was formed. This company was renamed to Bayerisch Motor BMW in 1922. However, the name BMW dates back to 1913, when the original company used the name BMW, which in German appears as Motorenwerk. BMW's first product was a strict 6 aircraft engine called the BMW 3A. Following the end of the World War, BMW remained in business by producing motorcycle engines, farm equipment, household items, and railway brakes. The company produced its first motorcycle, the BMW R32, in 1923. So, BMW became an automobile manufacturer in 1928 when it purchased, which at the time built Austin 7s under license under the Dick Smokey. The first car sold as a BMW was a rebuilt Dixie called the BMW 3 out of 15. Throughout the 1930s, BMW expanded its range into sport car and larger luxury cars. So actually, I want to choose this story because majority of people, they only know like BMW is a very expensive brand of the car, but actually we don't know about how it's formed and what is its history. So this is my first story. Second story is a little bit horrible, talking about the serial killer. This is his head, around 175 years old head in a jar in a university. And he is a murderer actually. So now I will start introduce his story. Considered by many to be Portugal's first serial killer, Diogo Alves was born in Galicia in 1810 and traveled to Lisbon as a young child to work as a servant in the affluent homes of the capital city. It wasn't long before young Alves realized that a life of crime was better for turning a profit. And in 1836, he had himself transferred to work in a home located on Aqueduta das Aguas Livres. Despite the fact that those traveling across the aqueduct were humble farmers returning home, so Alves would lie in wait for them at the nightfall. Then he would rob them of their earnings. It means he robs them of their money. Afterward, Alves would throw them over the edge of the 213-foot tall structure, sending them sending them falling to their deaths. Between 1836 and 1839, he repeated this process some 70 times. Local police in the beginning, they thought this is people's suicide case, but so they closed the bridge to in case the people continue suicide themselves. So Alves then formed a group of bandits before they were caught while killing 4 people inside the home of the local doctor. And Alves was arrested and sentenced to death by hanging. But it is what happened next that makes the one of history's most unknown stories. Scientists at the time wanted to study Alves' head to determine the origin of his murder nature. For this reason, they had his head removed from his dead body and preserved in a jar for study, where it has remained ever since. This served head now sit in the University of Lisbon faculties of medicine, where students can experience this chilling reminder of a horrifying man. So this is my second story. The reason I choose this story because we already know a lot of murder in the history story, but it's rare to find a hat put in a jar because the scientists want to study about his nature, why he's killing people. So this is the reason I choose this story. So this is my part, I done. So next I will stop sharing. So next is my partner, Hanna. She will introduce her story.
Can you make me as a host? I can't share my
Oh,
screen.
sorry. Okay.
Okay.
How?
Just go to the participants and click my name and change to host.
Oh, all right. Okay. Now I think you.
All right. Thank you. Wait. Can you guys see? Okay. Okay. First, okay,
wait,
this is.
I can't see. I can't see. It's showing me that you are sharing now.
Can you see the screen?
No, I can't.
You can't?
Yeah.
Wait.
We
No,
can see you.
Now we can
We can
see.
see already.
No, we
Alright.
can.
Okay. The first story is about the Mary Celeste ship. I think most of you guys maybe heard about it. So Mary Celeste ship was actually, it's not about a ghost story or what. This ship was captained by Benjamin Briggs. The merchant ship left New York on November 1872. In addition to Briggs, Mary Celeste carried his wife, his infant daughters, several sailors, and about 1,700 barrels of alcohol, all heading for Italy. But one day, the trip was pleasant according to the Briggs diary. But before they made it to the Europe, something unusual happened. The Mary Celeste was discovered sailing along without a single person aboard. However, the lifeboat was gone, and there was a strong rope running from the ship into the sea. And then, while the hatch door has been removed, there weren't any other signs of distress. The Mary Celeste looked good as new. Tragically, no one ever found Captain Briggs or the crew. Some historians have blamed water sprouts for their disappearance, while others have considered pirates, giant wave, or mountaineer sailors. But there's a little evidence to support these theories. However, in 19th century, investigators did find something strange. Of the 1,700 odd barrels on board, 9 were empty. Not only that, but those 9 barrels were made of red oak, while the others were made of white. So what's the significance there? As Brian Dunning of Skeptoid explained, white oak is watertight, whereas red oak is porous. It's like that 300 gallons of alcohol seeped out of those red oak and began evaporating in the ship's hold. Worried of the alcohol might explode, the sailor tried venting the room by removing the hatch doors, but to no avail. Desperately, everyone gathered in the lifeboat, but not before trying the raft to the Mary Celeste. That way, they would trail along a distance, but not worry about the larger vessel sailing away. Unfortunately, before they could make a plan to deal with other alcohol, it seems the rope was accidentally sliced in two. The Mary Celeste quickly floated off, leaving 10 terrified humans lost in the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, the next story will be about the woman who gave birth to rabbit. It sounds weird, and it is really weird. So, about this story, in September 1726, an English woman named Mary Toft gave birth to something that looked like cat intestine. And when local obstetrician John Howard arrived at her home, he helped Toft deliver several cat legs and 9 dead baby rabbits. Baffled, Howard wrote to medical expert in London. Soon, word of miraculous birth made their way to King George I himself. Curious, the king sent Nathaniel St. Andrew, his personal surgeon anatomist, to investigate. And on the day he showed up, Mary Toft gave birth to rabbit number 15. Shockingly, both St. Andrew and John Howard really thought Toft was delivering rabbits. They believed she would be startled by a rabbit while pregnant, and that's why she was giving birth to baby bunnies. This insane theory was called maternal impression, or we call it today as wrong. But not everyone bought it. It was determined that the rabbit lungs couldn't have developed inside Toft's womb. But one physician found dropping inside a dead bunny that contained hay and straw. Crazier still, after Toft delivered half a rabbit, someone noticed the animal had been cut in two with a knife. Still, St. Andrew was convinced Toft was a baby bunny mama, and he brought her to London for closer examination. Upon her arrival, Toft became the talk of the town. People flocked to see the legendary mother, and her story was covered in major newspapers. But once she was in London, Toft stopped giving birth. As if that weren't suspicious enough, a servant caught her sneaking a rabbit into her room. After one doctor threatened to perform surgery on her, Toft actually confessed it was all a hoax, hoping to earn money in freak show. and scam a few prominent doctors on the side. So actually she decided to lie to everyone, and don't ask me how she shoved the rabbit to show that she actually delivered the baby, because you know how, right? So that's all from me. Those are the two stories from me. Yeah.
So anyone have opinion want to share?
For me, I think the most interesting story for me is the second story from Tina, that is serial killer head that being preserved in the jar, because it is scary, preserving someone head into a jar. Oh, of course it's for study, but it's still scary for me lah.
Okay, for me, I think the most interesting story, which is the BMW, because the BMW story in China, we know this brand is very famous, but there's I think there's a few of us know the history of the BMW, and we don't know what is the meaning of B, what's the meaning of W, what's the meaning of M. So today, after the Shao Zong Qi introduced, I know. And if in the future someone asks me what is the BMW, why, what is the meaning of the BMW or the history, I can introduce to them. So it's good.
For me, I love the story about the ship because I like mysteries, and it's a very long mystery where maybe only recently that they understood what actually happened. But I always like to listen or read about stories of all these people disappearing, and then like especially if we don't know how they disappeared. To me, it piques my curiosity.
Okay, guys, so you think which one is the most interesting story, in your opinion?
For me, I prefer the third one, the sheep, because I so interested in the disappear of the sheep. Yeah, that's all for me.
Yeah, in my opinion, I agree also, because it's like mystery. Remind me the Titanic. I don't know why. So, guys, do you agree to make the ship as the most interesting story?
Yes, I agree with that.
I think I would agree with that. It's really interesting, and it's a bit of different from the rest of the stories we had. It's a bit more of a mystery. The ideas are more like things that already happened. This one is like an unsolved tale. So it would give this story a bit more of a unique flavor.
Okay. Why everyone keeps silence today? How about you, Tong?
For me, I like the story of BMW because boys like car, and we hear a lot of we most heard about BMW, but I don't. But I don't agree with Chen because I don't know the history and the story of BMW. So today I knew the story, and let me know about more about this BMW. So I like it.
All right. So for me,
Can I say something?
Oh yeah, sure.
I feel like the BMW story is interesting, But I feel like that's something you could always just look up, right? It's not like something too crazy. Everyone has heard of BMW. At some point, you could always just Google BMW. The other stories, though, are things that you probably haven't heard of at any point. Like, I've never heard of this serial killer head that's been preserved for so long, or the story of the woman that claimed to give birth to sheep. Like, these kind of stories are really interesting because it's something that you haven't heard before. So that's my opinion, at least.
Okay, so everyone agreed to make the ship as the most interesting story, right? All right.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So I guess since both of us already tell our story to you guys, and we can so who's gonna do the next one, the next video? I mean gonna do the next team.
For the next week, I think it's me and Hazika again. We will
So
present our team.
so Rafiq and Hazika. And again, about the as usual, the time, date, and what kind of platform we are going to use is the same, right? On Thursday.
Yes.
Thursday. So we are going to do at 9 or 10.
I think it's 10 as usual.
The
Okay,
same
10,
time.
10 as usual. All right, I guess that's all for today.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
everyone.
Thank you.
See you
Bye.
next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.